Good morning, ma'am. Sorry I'm late. I was at NSG. Is that supposed to be my problem? I'm sorry, what? Whose problem is it that you were late? Do you even know what NSG is? I had to go play tennis for the school and we weren't sent back to school for like 4 hours. I'm literally representing the school's tennis team. Plus, I was only like 5 minutes late. Whose fault do you think it is? Not mine. You know what? Yeah, it is your fault. I don't like this school anyway. I'll go teach myself art. Good day. Secondary school. Not a fan. It took primary school to a whole new level. Literally. Alright, jokes aside, primary school was great. Made lots of great friends, made a lot of... Whew, I'm back. What was I talking about again? Oh yeah. And primary school was great. Met lots of great people, lots of great bullies, lots of great low prices, everything a school needs. My first year of secondary school was a bit rough. You know, new kid in school, first day, no one likes you. This is true for everybody, shut up. My first day sucked. People cut my queue, people stole my seats. I was just trying to get used to all the new things, but things just weren't the same as primary school. Probably the most stark difference between my primary school and my secondary school is that my primary school is a mixed school, but my secondary school is all boys. Why do I have a bad feeling about this? I'm not trying to be sexist here, but boys can be a bit more, for lack of a better phrase, completely out of their minds and have no sense of self-control whatsoever. I don't know how you have it, but the people in my school don't seem to care what the teachers will do to them. Something that was weird to me on my first day of secondary school was that there was immediately groups of kids that got together and caused chaos. But after a bit, I realized. You see, my secondary school is directly affiliated with another primary school under basically the same name. I don't really know how it all works, but all you need to know is that if you're in this specific primary school, it becomes super easy for you to get into this specific secondary school because they're affiliated or something like that. I know that was confusing, but the bottom line is that most of the people in my secondary school already knew each other. I do not have this privilege, and if you weren't from the primary school, you got ignored. So that's a nice start. Thankfully, I didn't really have any serious bullying cases. I do get weird looks from classmates when I'm being stupid, being myself. But other than that, being ignored was great. Only thing you need in a school is a small group of people that you trust. If you couldn't tell, I play tennis as my main sport. I'm not the best at it, but my secondary school, which I'm just going to call St. Andrews from now on because that's the name of the school, doesn't have the best tennis team, compared to the other schools at least. I ended up becoming the captain of the SA tennis team, and there's this event called the National School Games. All the different schools compete head-to-head against each other in many different sports to see which school will come out on top and which ones are irrelevant. This year's NSG actually went the best it has in a long time, for our school at least, because we actually ended up getting first in the losers pool. Yeah, the losers pool is basically all the schools who lost compete against each other, and it's basically a second chance for a less prestigious title. But we did end up winning that one. The way it works is that on specific days of school, we would get together in a bus to go to the competition venue, and we would get to skip like the first half of the day. Now, this meant we were, most of the time, late for the class that was up next. But no big deal, right? The teachers of all people should know how the NSG system works, right? Well, some of them don't. As you saw in the opening skit, there were legitimate times when I was slightly late for a class because of NSG, and the teacher still blamed me. And it wasn't even always a different teacher. No. It was the same one. The art teacher. No one likes the art teacher. 2 out of 3 of them are garbage. You know that they're bad teachers because not even I like them, and it is kind of hard to piss me off. One time, she made the entire class stand up because like 3 people didn't bring their materials to class. And this would be a justifiable punishment, I guess, if she didn't turn the fans off. This should be a literal crime. In what world does the teacher turn the fans off as a punishment? Most of the students didn't give a damn anyway, and one of them even made a joke about it. It's pretty cold in here. But I gave a damn. We were standing there sweating our collective asses off, listening to the teacher yap for a good 10 minutes straight. As you could sort of tell, SA wasn't the best school I could have ended up in, but there's still some stuff that I actually really like about it. One of the best examples? Annual cross-country. SA holds an annual cross-country event, which is basically the entire school running a long distance at a specific location, which changes every year. The distance is about 4 to 5 kilometers, or about 2.8 miles, and the top places in the race get trophies. Now, during my first year, I had no preparation for cross-country. I didn't even know it existed. The good thing was, almost no one even tried to get a good timing. Not even the track and field people. You see, the categories for the prize winning went by fastest in each level, and then fastest overall. I didn't really think about it and just tried to run as fast as I could until I couldn't. Right as the race started, I literally tripped and fell. Well, there goes my dreams of making it out on top for a subcategory of an event that no one will even remember and I didn't even prepare for. I figured I would just keep running and ignore that my knee was bleeding because there was just no way at this point I would even make it into the top 5. After a long run, I made it to the end. I walked back to the gathering area, and I didn't spot any other Sec 1s anywhere. There were a bunch of upper Sec students sitting down, but no Sec 1s. Did I just win this? Oh my god. Nope, I didn't win. The others were just somewhere else cheering on the people who were still in the race. Well, that sucks. However, I did get 3rd place. That was honestly good enough for me. I couldn't even be mad. First place was literally the guy who I became friends with since the first day of secondary school. Second place, I'd never met him, and my headcanon is that he was the one who tripped me in the start of the race. And I was 3rd. How nice. Second year of cross-country. This one was probably twice as exciting as the first year. Me and the guy from last year who got first place, I'm gonna call him Swift. Not just because he's fast, but if you know him personally, you know why. Me and Swift were actually preparing for this one. He even recruited the 3rd guy from our class. I'm gonna call him Ray Gun. Yeah, that's probably something he'd like to be called. Anyway, with Ray Gun on our side, we formed the group 1st, 2nd, 3rd. Our mission? To dominate the top 3 in the leaderboard every single year. Why? I don't know, because we can. And on the day of SA Cross Country 2024, we were ready. Our plan was to just run together, get to the finish line first, and let fate decide our places. The race began. I started running. I looked to my left to see Swift sprinting off into the distance, and I looked to my right to see... Wait, where the heck is Ray Gun? He was right here just before the race started. While I'm trying to wrap my head around how this could be, it didn't matter anymore. I had to just keep running no matter what. I eventually caught up to Swift, who was going at a pace just slightly faster than I would have liked. After what felt like years' worth of running, we finally made it to the end. We crossed the finish line together, and after a while of resting, we see him. Ray Gun. He crosses the finish line in 5th place. Apparently, he literally got trampled in the start and couldn't catch up to us in the end. We were waiting for the announcement, which would say who got 1st place in the Sec 2 category. It was me! Literally by 2 milliseconds. Let's frickin' go! So that was fun. Now I'm only known as the guy who won cross-country by my peers, and it's the only thing I'm good for. What a nice story, isn't it? Secondary school may be chaotic, but that's what makes it fun. And by fun, I mean horrible. But in a good way. I guess. Gravity Falls is the best show ever made. I like Gen 6 Pokemon. Oh my goodness, that last video went so well. Thanks for all the support. I really appreciate it. And it's really going to motivate me to keep doing this. I don't really know what to put here. If you want to make fan art, you can send it to me via email or Discord, and I'll put it in the end card. If you're wondering what my email and Discord are, just look in my bio. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.